Yo, what is up guys? For today's video, it's going to be a special kind of video. Instead of just a daily upload for our traditional videos, we are going to go over a new Mobile Fire YASUO guide that I just updated for Season 11. This is for a YASUO guide, not a Yon guide. The Yon guide is probably going to come out in a couple days. We're going to do 2 videos for it. But before I go on with the guide, I just want to talk about real fast about CCA. It's a new coaching program that I am in. I would highly recommend you join this Discord. Very, the best coaching Discord company around right now that I'm part of. There's free seminars, very good coaching, and even when the sessions are over, you can still talk to any of the coaches all the time whenever you want. So that's something that I'm a part of now, and yeah, I would really recommend CCA. Anyways, now on to the guide. So basically, I just updated everything. I just want to talk about it. Obviously, the link is going to be in the description, but just quickly, some people don't like reading, right? I don't like reading, so I'm just going to talk about it. Obviously, there's 4 rune pages. You don't always go the same runes. With Conqueror, I want to take like 80% of the time. Overheal is what I always take. Triumph is like, you could take it in lower elos. Fine, but Overheal is just going to outscale it. Always take Alacrity, always take Last Stand. And then for secondary runes, Revitalize Second Wind for like Poke lanes like Victor, Zoe. All-in lanes like Zed, Renekton, or not Zed, Renekton, Fizz. This is really good, Overgrowth Bone Plating. Good scaling health, Bone Plating is very useful. With like Conqueror, well, it depends. Like, obviously I'm just talking about the secondary runes. For against a Fizz or a Zed, you're going to take Fleet. For easy lanes, Seraphine, for example, conditioning, unflinching would be very good. Easy lane, get the free stats at 12 minutes. Very nice. And then Fleet, you're going to take if the enemy is very squishy. Or hard lanes like Zed, Fizz. Fizz, you could take Conqueror. That's up to you, but both are good. Bonus spells are really obvious. Flash Heal, Flash Exhaust against Zed, Flash Cleanse against like Lissandra, Annie, and Teleport if you're top lane. Obviously, obvious. D-Blade, D-Shield. If you have less than 1.1k, easy lanes go Cull, get Dagger, double Dorans if you're against like very hard lanes like Zed, Fizz again. Daggers if you have 1.1k, just get Berserkers. And then hard lanes. Oh no, this was, I don't know why this is here. It was a mistake. Hard lanes, you go double Dorans and your full pot. Get your daggers. The bread and butter is just Shield Bow, Infinity Edge. I would never ever recommend Gale Force or Kraken on YASUO. This doesn't fit his style. Shield Bow just gives you every single stat you need. I don't like Kraken. Maybe you could take Kraken Gale Force on Yon. On YASUO, definitely stay away from it. Infinity Edge, not much to say, it's just really good damage. If you don't build this, you're going to get outscaled, in my opinion. And this is what a common full build looks like. Shield Bow, Infinity Edge, Moral Reminder, when they have anti-heal, if you need the anti-heal. If not, just sit on a Zeal. Visage, Guardian Angel, and then when you finish Moral Reminder, you can sell the boots, get Tabby if you need it, or Merc Treads for the FCC. Against heavy AP, Visage is like what you want 90% of the time. Let's say they're like 4 or 5 AP. You can get a Visage and a Force of Nature eventually, but like that's really rare that you're gonna verse comps that are that much AP. Especially since like 80 carry is always a thing, you know, so probably like almost never Force of Nature unless like you really need the movement speed, but Visage is just always good. Against heavy AD, 90% of the time I would say Thorn Branduin's is always the play. This item is so broken, actually. It gives so much utility to it. Slows people, reduces their damage, crit damage. Just a very good item. You can't go wrong with it. Thornmail you can take if they're... See, you go Moral Reminder, so you don't really want Thornmail. That's the thing. Because you already get the anti-heal from this. Maybe if you're going like PD, then you can go Thornmail, but I wouldn't really recommend it. But if they have a lot of auto attackers, can't go wrong with it. A lot of damage back. Death Stance, if they're like 4 AD, they're all AD. A very valuable item. And it gives you damage. Silver Mirror Dawn, QSS. Obviously, Malzahar, Skarner, you need QSS. But Thirster I wouldn't really recommend anymore. Just costs too much gold. And it, like, in lower elos, you can take it if you're like super rich, you're like 15 kills, yeah, just get it. And PD, if they have no anti-heal, don't get the mortal, because PD is just gonna be better. And yeah, then potions when you want. Skill order stays the same. Q, E. Yeah, pretty obvious. I'm not gonna go over all the matchups, I'm just gonna like quickly go through, like, I'm not gonna like, yeah, you know. Hard matchups, Stealth Sage Jax, Pantheon, Renekton, Riven, Darius, like really hard lanes. Pretty much impossible to win 1v1. Honestly, Jax might not be 5. I don't know. Like, this champion you could beat in lane, but if you make one mistake, it's just, you're going 0-10, you know? Let's go over the tiny matchups. I'll just go like between. Because this is every matchup in the game, by the way. Every champion. Very easy matchups. Ornn, you just counter his whole kit. Nidalee, I don't even know why I put her. Maybe if you were... Oh, because laning Nidalee... Some people play top Nidalee. Very obvious. Easy lane. Zillion, win wall everything. PF. Zac, just the worst tank in soul lane, in my opinion. Kog'Maw, if you verse an AP Kog'Maw, you're playing Yasuo, you're going to make him go 0-10. Corki, very easy. And Kayn mid is sometimes played pretty easy to take care of. And then for the ideal synergies, Alistar, Braum, Galio, Gragas, Janna, Lee Sin, Lulu, Malphite, Nami, Nautilus, Ornn, Rakan, Sejuani, Vi, just like a lot of knockups, you know. Zac. Can skip the about me, the pros and cons. I mean, you read. I don't really need to go over this. It's fine. Just like the very important stuff, you know. You want to take Conqueror like 90% of the time, I would say. You only want to take Fleet if they're all squishy. Only if everyone is squishy. I don't want to see you guys take Fleet if you're against just like a Zed. Like, yeah, you want the Fleet against Zed, but let's say you're against Zed and then Darius plus Zac. Do you really want Fleet? No, you need Conqueror. Like, Conqueror and Fleet are two things you need to consider a whole team comp. It is not based on what you are laning against. Kind of like if you're against... Well, for Conqueror... Conqueror's just safe, because it just outscales. It's just good. It's more so for Fleet. Even if the lane is hard, just go Conqueror if the rest of the team is really tanky. Because even if you survive the lane against Zed with Fleet, if you don't have Conqueror, you're pretty doomed later on in the game if they're all super tanky. Overheal just gives you basically... I don't know the exact amount, but hover over it tells me. No, because it's based on your HP. I want to say it gives you about like 300 extra health later on in the game. 300 extra health. Like, that's a shit ton with the shield on. It just outscales. Triumph is only better if you're getting a lot of kills early game because it gives you gold. So honestly, just take Triumph in lower elos because it's a bloodbath. I agree. But in higher MMRs, I think Overheal just too good. Alacrity, self-explanatory. Attack speed equals good for Yasuo. Don't like Bloodline anymore, it's nerfed too much. Tenacity, yeah, you just take Unflinching for that. Last Stand just does the most damage out of all of them. You could take Coup de Grace there. If you like Coup de Grace better because it's more consistent, you can take it. I know the Korean Yasuo does, so I wouldn't say it's bad. And yeah, we already went through the Resolve runes earlier in the top card, so or at the beginning of the video. Do that, the abilities. Went through basically all the items too. Basically how to play the early laning phase with Yasuo. It's just you need to play pretty safe early on until you get your berserkers. Like after you get double Dorns and berserkers, you can just like push lanes over and over again, get perma priority. It feels really good. So yeah, just basically get to your spike of berserkers, double Dorans, you have a lot of sustain, you have a lot of damage, you have all in potential. Feels really good. Mid game, this isn't really Yasuo specific, it's just you want to be hovering the lane wherever the objective is. So like dragon's up, hover the dragon, flip push, get a lot of gold. Once you push, get their Gromp, get their Krugs if you can. Obviously, only if you know where they are. Don't just like speed check the jungle and die. This is a lot of, I don't know. I think if you want to read this, you can, but going over it is kind of, it's a lot. Top lane Yasuo, since I've updated the guide, I would not recommend playing top Yasuo. Even Zukill, one of the best Yasuos in the world, who means top lane, does not play top Yasuo anymore. There is a reason. He is literally one of the best Yasuos in the entire world, and even he doesn't play Yasuo anymore. I made a part of the guide to explain how to play it, but honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. If you want to play something top that's similar, play Yone. Just better. But where you can play him, Yone can play top lane, but Yasuo can play AD carry, and Yone cannot play AD carry. You can play Yone AD carry, but it's pretty grief. Put all the synergies with him. Alistar, S tier. Gragas, S tier. Rakan, S tier. Rel, S tier. Just a lot of CC, a lot of sustain, a lot of all-in potential, a lot of knockups. Feels really good. A tier. As much as I hate Nami as a champion, she does have very good synergy with Yasuo. We can't doubt it. Not saying she's a good champion, but with Yasuo AD carry, it can be very, very good. There was an NA duo who played it a lot when duo was a thing, and they were like 800 LP, 900 LP. They just played Nami Yasuo a lot. It's very, very good. Lots of sustain, lots of knockups, lots of damage. Leona, she doesn't have a knockup, but still, she's Leona. Lots of damage, lots of engage. Level 3, you are winning the level 3. Always, always, always. Vel'Koz is kind of a weird one. You're like, wait, why would you have a mage support? AP damage when Yasuo's AD damage, so a lot of split damage, feels really good. Also, he has a knockup on his E. So at level 6, if Vel'Koz lands a single E, Yasuo ults it, or Yasuo lands a Nado, like the combo at 6 is insane. You guys should try it out. It's very, very strong. Very underrated. Then Braum, I would say he's on the lower side. Maybe I'd even put him B tier, but I kept him A tier just because he's really good with his passive with Yasuo. Rocket really fast. And yeah, he's a knockup. It's just a pretty rough landing phase until level 3. Then for Thresh, honestly, I don't know why I put Nautilus B tier. I think he's A tier for sure. Ignore this. That should be A. Thresh, I don't really like that much. Just the other tank supports do a lot more. Also, a lot of people are very bad at the champion. Same with Pyke. Just, they don't feel as good. You want like a really good tank. Pyke Yasuo is like, kind of squishy. Janna, I really don't like. But it scales really, really insanely. So, that's why I kept her B tier. Lulu scales a lot. Taric is really, really good. You just dash in, he puts the stun on you, you stun them, you eat into them stun. And then Yuumi Seraphine, the laning is not good. The laning is not good, but you can't deny the scaling of Yasuo Yuumi, Yasuo Seraphine. Ah, damn. They are just dying over and over again. So, I put in there, and then D tier, Bard, Lux, real fast. Like, why would you ever play this with Yasuo? If you pick these champs when you're AD carry Lux and Yasuo, you are trolling. But it's whatever. And Zyra, Brand, Fiddle, it's like they actually aren't too bad, but Vel'Koz is way better because he has a knockup. Because like at level 3, if you land all your abilities, they actually do work. Pretty underrated, but I'd still put it C tier. Blitzcrank, I don't like Blitzcrank. I like the other tank supports better, and if he misses all of his hooks, then he's useless. So, would not play it. Zillion, honestly, borderline D tier, not good. No synergy at all. Morgana isn't D tier just because like her kit's really bad with Yasuo besides her E. Making Yasuo unable to be CC'd is kinda broken late game. So I left her C. Didn't put her D. The rest of her kit, terrible with Yasuo, for sure. And then Soraka, this champ just as bad. Why would you ever play Soraka when you can play Yuumi Seraphine, Lulu, or Nami? Even Nami is better than Soraka right now. It's sad. This champ used to be really good. She's terrible. I don't know what happened to her. She is not good. And advanced moves, we have a YouTube video on that. And yeah, that's the whole guide. I went through mostly everything except for just like late game. This is a lot to go over and it's very technical, which is why it is a huge paragraph. And I'm not just going to read the whole paragraph out. So if you are interested in reading this, click below the guide. And yeah, you can figure out his main roles in a team fight. Very descriptive, very descriptive. I would just read the whole guide anyway, because this is just like a synopsis of it, you know? And yeah, that's about all we have for the whole guide. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys read it yourself too. And if you do enjoy it, I would really appreciate it if you vote, give me an upvote. Helps a lot for the stream. So would love if you guys do that. And yeah, that's about it. And we will come out with a new Yon one. Probably in, I don't know when we're gonna release it to YouTube, but I'm probably gonna finish the guide either today or tomorrow. We'll be on YouTube in probably a couple days, latest a week, but probably not that late. But I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord with the progress of that and the stream. So yeah, that's about it for the video. If you guys liked it, subscribe, like, comment. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Love you all. Peace.